All right. So good evening once again. So tonight we'll be doing three things. Okay, three things, and so these are basically on Manara. Okay. So the first thing is we'll be talking about how to set. We're talking on how to set Manara up and how to do the setup as a new person. I mean, you're signed up, you're new, I want to know how to set it up. We're talking about that tonight. Number two, we'll be talking about how to profit from Manara as a new person, as a newbie. How to profit from Manara. You know. Then lastly, we'll be talking about risk management. Okay. So these three things, as a beginner, if you know this so well, it will really help you to start on a good ground. I mean, you won't even need much help to make money by yourself on a daily basis. So let's start. All right, first thing first, of course. First, before I go on, because the best way to make this happen is if I have someone who is new, or even if you're not, but I still finding your way around Manara, or you can share your screen, then I'll just guide you on how to set up while others learn from it. Do we have anyone who can come up, any volunteer? So we have to make it fast, okay? So do we have any volunteer? Yeah, let me know. If you can volunteer, let me see, you put your two in the chat box. All right. We don't have anyone yet, right? All right, so I'll just show you from my end. Now, the thing is this. First of all, so when you go to Manara, okay, let me just come 1 minute. I have to share my screen. Just a minute. Trying to load something. All right. Oh, sorry, I've not even started sharing. Let me share my screen so you can see what I'm. Okay, so what you do is you go to your menu, you go to your back office. You go to your back office, right? When you get to your back office, you go to the menu. Okay, you click on Forex. This is the menu. You click on Forex. Click on Forex. So when you click on Forex, you see Manara. Click on Manara. When you click on Manara, what do? You come to this part, access Manara now. Click on access Manara now. So as soon as that is done, now you have Manara looking like this. Depending on the interface you're using. If you're using a desktop or laptop, I mean, if you're using a computer, it has a smoother out interface. If you use a phone, it has a smaller interface. Either way, this is the mobile phone interface, right? So first thing, let me do the introduction of everything you have here to you. I mean, the most important thing is let's leave the irrelevance, okay? Now, so when you come to Manara, the first thing you see, so you come to the menu, look at the menu right here. Where's my, okay. So this is the menu right here. Okay. So you click the menu. See, we have about 4 areas in Manara, or 4 segments when it comes to Manara. Okay. The first segment is the area of the chat. So you have the chat system. I mean, the chatting area. Okay. So what's the chatting for? Now, if you're a new person and you like to trade like someone who's already experienced, okay, this is how you do it, and this where you come. So this means you're a new person and now I think of it, okay, I'd like to trade a particular thing. Now, if you let's say if you experience what you do. Sorry. Hope you can still hear me. Hello, can you
Yes, we
still
can.
hear me?
We can.
All right, good. All right. So this charting system, so if you're experienced, the thing you do is you come to the chart, you choose the pair you want to trade. Let's say you have your favorite pairs, and you start charting, start doing the analysis like a professional, right? Now, what Manara is doing is Manara is now letting you to earn like a professional, to act like a professional, to actually trade like a professional without even being an actual professional. So how do you do? Let's come to chart area. So you come to this area where you have this the pairs, the instruments you want to trade. So you type in what you want to trade in there. So let's say you have gold, gold, that's my favorite pair, or anything you want is there. USD, I just type as a new person. So let's say I'm trading gold. Now remember, this weekend the market is closed already, so you may not see them active. But let me just show you. So you type gold. Now, whatever it is you type, you have different options from different exchanges, okay? Now, always look out for Oanda. That's Oanda, okay? Look out for Oanda. I'll show you that. Any pair you choose, just look out for Oanda version of it. I mean, from Oanda exchange. So let's say I choose gold now. XAU, USD, okay? XAU, USD. Look for Oanda. Look at Oanda here. I choose Oanda. And that's it. So the moment you choose, so you see, I'm a newbie, right? And I don't know anything about analysis or how to make analysis, how to determine my what's it called, the entry points where I will enter from, how I would do my take profit. I don't know anything, but all I just want to do is I want my Manara to do that for me. So instead of you waiting for somebody to give you signal, somebody to help you trade, you come to this part where you finish typing, you come to the next part after that, you see where you have the number, the time, okay? Whether you want a 1 hour type of chart, or you want a 4 hour type of chart, or you want a daily type of chart, that's the D. We have 5 minutes, we have 15 minutes. So I'm going to favorite 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. Those are important time frames, though. Okay. Now, when you have all of this there, so you now choose, depending on what kind of trade you want. If you want it fast, so you say you choose 15 minutes time frame for gold versus USD. Remember, we are doing gold versus USD, right? So you type the 15 minutes. That's the time frame you want. So the rest of this, they are none of your concern. You don't touch them. So the most important thing is the first thing, the pair you want to trade, which is gold versus USD, the time frame, which is 15 minutes. This is an example. You could choose 1 hour, 4 hour as you want, okay? Now, then you've chosen 15 minutes. Indicators are none of your issues. You don't need to go there. These are the things you need back. These are the most important thing after that. So what you have here is this and this. Okay. Now let me quickly go back. What are the 4 things that are important to you that are your concern? Remember, I hope you are jotting. The pair area where you enter the pair you want to trade. Remember, you choose Oanda exchange for any pair at all. Then here, the second thing, the time frame. Where you choose whether you want 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, or daily. Then the third one is the setup area. This is the part that gives you that lets you know there's a setup. Setup means lets you know whether there's a good trading idea on that pair for that time frame at that particular moment. Which means it tells you if there is, to tell you where to enter from, where to close your profit from, and where you need to maintain your risk also. Okay. Now that is what this is for. Okay. That's the third thing you need to focus on. The fourth one Here, you only do this once. This is where you set the parameters you like to trade on. This that looks like a funnel. So funnel is like you're filtering the setup. So you don't want any other setups. There are some setups that you like. There's a way you want it to be. So that now is none of your, I mean, it's not to be you bringing it as your own idea for now because you are new. Who will help you with that? So all you just do is you follow the settings we choose and you make sure you put it on your own Manara setup. Okay. So hope you understand that. So these are the 4 areas that are important to you. The rest of this part, you don't have anything to do with them. So now let's go there one after the other. So we put the pair, we've chosen the 15 minutes time frame. The next thing we want to do is we want to go to the funnel first of all, remember? Now, what is this funnel for? Remember, I told you to filter. So you don't have every Tom, Dick, and Harry type of setups. There are some type of setup that you're looking towards. I mean, forward to, sorry. Now, mostly, there are type of setups that are highly recommended based on their percentage win rate, okay? Now, I'm going to be using them, so that will give you room or guidance towards good setups, okay? So here, you don't need to think for yourself. Just copy whatever I would do. So if you can screenshot to do so, okay? So I'm going to be starting, let me start over. Okay, first thing is, okay, this one is okay. So settings and filter for chart. So you only choose successful pattern and support and resistance. So they must be in green. But the other one, field pattern, which is the third one, the middle one, let it be in gray, which is off. Switch that off. Switch those two on. The first, the successful pattern, then the support and resistance. Now you come back to the pattern area, the kind of patterns you want to use, right? Now we have the bat pattern is the most accurate pattern. Okay, it has a higher win frequency or win rate. So the bat, so that's why I chose it. The butterfly is the second most important pattern. So these two patterns gives like 85% win rate. So they are the highest among all the rest. But then there are other ones, okay? So for me, I would say maybe you can add a double bottom, a Gatley, if you want, deep crab. Or better still, let me switch off the deep crab. A Gatley, a double bottom, a head and shoulder. That's okay. That's so if there's a double bottom, I want to choose double top. Where is it? Double top. Okay, this is double top. Also, so this is the same. So you choose bat, butterfly, Gatley, double bottom, and double top. The head and shoulder. Okay. Gatley, yeah, shark. Okay, let's just use those ones. Now, on this part, you choose bullish and bearish. Bullish means you want to trade, you like to take trades when the market is on the way up. You also like to take trades when the market is on their way down. So either way, you're okay. But the one you don't want is unknown. When the market is undecisive, whether it's going up or down, don't take that. So if I were you, screenshot this and have the settings so you can do the same on your own. So whenever you're done with this, what do? You click the funnel again to save settings. So I tap the funnel, settings save. Now, what is the next? So you done this, you only do this once. You know you do it once, it's already saved on your what's it called? On your Manara FX, okay, platform. So you don't need to go there ever again as long as you're subscribed, okay? As long as you're still subscribed. Now, what you will be checking out, so let's say you've done the settings now. Now you choose this, remember, you choose the pair, you choose the time frame. The next thing, the only thing you'll be doing, which is the third thing, is this part. So you see, I click on this area before the funnel, which is the one that gives the setup. So it tells you, when you click this now, this is your employee. So it's like you're employing a professional forex trader to trade for you. You just choose the pair you want, the time frame you want, and as soon as you done all that, you just come to touch the employee, the professional. Hey, check, is there a setup for this time frame, for this pair at this time of the day? So when you tap it, it tells you whether there is or not. So right now, as you can see, there is a setup for it. For the gold, and the setup says that. Don't forget the 3 black rows, okay? Remember, this is not the setup, right? 3 black rows. Anytime you see 3 black rows or 3 white rows, they are like additional reasons why this thing will follow what you say, okay? So, what you focus on is the bat. Remember, the setup you chose here. Let me go back to this so you remember. You only chose the bat, the butterfly, the gatling, the double bottom, double top, or head and shoulder. So here we always tell you which is ready now, which is good for the setup, the particular trade you are taking at the time you are taking them. So it tells you it's the bat. Now the bat is saying down, a downtrend. This means it's saying bearish. Remember this part where you say bullish and bearish. Bearish means the market is on its way down for now. So if you are trading, you should sell. Sell means you're going down, right? The price is going down, right? So how do you now know? Now you want to see the setup because your concern is not just the pattern. Your concern is you want, remember, you're trading as a professional and you have hired Manara to do the job for you. You want Manara to tell you where to enter the trade and where to exit the trade, right? So you now click on show. How you see it, guys? Look at this show. It says show here. So you click on that show in front of the bat. Sometimes you have different, like maybe you can have 3 different patterns confirming the same setup. So let's say out of the 3, if 2 of them is saying sell and 1 is saying buy, then you go for sell. Okay. If maybe 2 of them is saying buy and 1 is going for sell, you go for buy. If the 3 of them, maybe they're saying the same thing, then you go for it. Okay. But when you have 4 and you have 2 is saying buy, 2 is saying sell, and when you have those kind of even, you don't take such trades. Look for another setup. And how do you look for another setup? And check same pair or a different time frame. Or you can check the different pair using the same time frame. Either way. Okay. Your job is just 2 things. Enter the pair you want to trade, remember or under exchange, then put the time frame you like, then come and check if there's a setup by clicking or tapping these 3 lines that comes with 3 dots besides them. Okay. I hope we all get that clearly. Okay. So let me say, so want to trade now, what do you do? Now, okay, another thing is trend. Always focus on that too. So now, if the trend is working with the pattern, okay, that gives it about more confirmation for you. Now, if you look at the trend, it's showing weak, it's showing red, but it's weak though, but it's showing red. Anytime you see red, trend is written in red, whether weak or strong, but it's showing in red. Okay, so it's simply telling you if it is in red, telling you that the trend is weak. It's going downward, but it's not very strong. The momentum is not strong. There's not much market. There's no more people in the market. Not much money in the market. And that can be explained. As you can see, the market is closed actually. It's still weekend, right? So the trend is weak. Anytime you see the trend is weak, so such trade has some risk in it, more risk in it than the one you see that the trend is strong. But if you see it says the trend is strong, then it's a good one to sell. But now, at least you have the trend confirming it's there, but it's weak. And the 2 black rows is for sell. That is the main pattern you are looking for, which is saying sell. If you look at the arrow is facing downwards with red. Okay, so the technical indicator is neutral. Sometimes the technical indicator also tell you buy or sell, sorry. That gives you more confirmation. And you know, in trading, guys, the more confirmations you gather together, confirming the particular direction, the same direction, the stronger the setup, the more chances of having higher win rates. Okay, but that's not the point. The point here is click on BAT, as you can see. When I click on BAT, what did you see now? Now, the first thing you see there is it's telling you this setup means you should sell gold. Listen, PRZ means point of entry. Okay, point of entry. Okay, the entry zone. You can call it the point of entry zone or something like that. Okay, actually, it's called reversal, point of reversal zone. Sorry, PRZ, point of reversal zone. Because we are using a setup, we are using a kind of strategy, a reversal strategy. We are not using a continuation. I don't want to compound your knowledge, I mean, as a new person, but I just want you to understand what PRZ means. So in Forex trading, okay, we have 2 types of main strategy, or we have maybe, okay, yeah, 2 types. We have the one for reversal when it comes to patterns. We are trading based on patterns. We have the one that is talking about reversal trading, reversal zone, and we have the one that is continuous zone. Now, continuous zone is a type of trade that if it was going up, Then after a while, it breaks a particular area and continue going up. But we don't trade continuous because it's not really as effective as reversal. What we trade is a particular price that is on its way up, then it gets to a very strong area and returns the other way. Or the one that is going down, it touches a very strong area, it returns the other way. So we always trade a reversal. We don't trade a continuous. So that's why you have PRZ, point of what? Reversal zone. Now, that is your entry. So it's saying that, oh, sell your gold from 1915.705, okay, or 1916.202. Remember, if you are selling, the higher the price, the higher the point you sell from, the more money you make and the more secured your trade. So if you have to choose between the two, 1915 or 1916, 1916 is better, right? But the thing is, it's saying that from 1915, you can start selling. Okay, I'll talk about that when we get to risk management, where you have multiple positions. Okay, so this is your entry zone. Then target. What is the meaning of target? Target one is talking about take profits, where you should exit the trade, where you should stop trading. Okay, when you get to that point where you have made enough profits that has gone, when the price has gone to 1914, close your trade and take it. Target two, 1913, 13.7. So it's saying that, oh, if you choose target two, you are telling the system that, hey, when this price get to 1913, close the trade for me and take my profit from me. Now, that is in case it goes your way. But what if it doesn't go your way, which means going the other way around? If it's going against you, fine, that means loss. And that loss now should be controlled, which is part of the thing we discuss when we get to risk management. That is why we have stop loss. The stop loss says that, oh, if I enter this trade at 19.2, as soon as I get to 19.16.9, and I'm not in profit, please close the trade and take it. Small loss, not much. But the good thing about this setup is this: the reward to risk ratio. What does that mean? That means the amount of money you're going to risk if you lose compared to the amount of money you will make when you win. The money you will make is times 3.4 of what you will lose. I mean, if you're going to be losing, if this trade is going to be a losing trade, you only lose, let's say one. Okay, let's say you lose 1. Let's say 1.1, or just say 1.1. But if you win this trade, you're going to be having 3 times or whatever it is you are putting in for a risk. So let's say you're trading, okay, and you are risking $10. Okay, you are risking $10. Now, if you lose that $10. But if you win, you're going to be winning times 3 of that $10. So you'll be winning, what do you call it? You'll be winning $34. Do you get the point? So, and the good setup is a setup that gives you at least minimum of double of what you put in as a risk. Now, remember, I don't want to make it more extended. I just want to make sure that you understand everything that is here. So the moment you see this becomes your setup. Now you enter it in your NT4 or NT5. So if it's there already, you enter it immediately as market execution. If it's not there, you do it as a pending order. Okay? Maybe I'll show you a bit of more of that when we get to the risk management area. All right, so when you click show, what is the next thing? When you click show, what do you do? You tap on, what's it called? You tap on that 3 lines and with the 3 dots beside them again. Okay, when you do that, you now come down here to show you exactly the area it wants you to enter the trade. Do you get my point? To show you the area it wants you to enter the trade. And guys, guess what? This trade was a winning trade when it happened. Remember, this is a past trade because already this was last week, Friday. Okay, what's this? It was last week, Friday. This was last week, Friday trade, and it happened. Look at it. So let's say you take this trade from here. The trade came from here. That was the entry point. Guys, look at it. Okay, so it came from here. Sorry. Okay, this is it. Sorry. So it came from here. Look at it. Look at the entry. Can you see the trade? It came from there. That D means that's point of reversal. So you see, it was going up. Remember, we said we trade reversal. Point of reversal, that's the entry. So it came up to 1916 and got to that area. And what did it do? Started coming down. Target 1 was it. Target 2 was it. You understand? So what both were hit, and whoever took this trade would have made so much money. At least this like 20 pips, and going this way is about 30 pips. Do you get? So imagine you took this trade with one lot size, that's $300 within a few minutes. You took it with 0.1, that is $30 within a few minutes. You took it with 0.01, that's $3 within a few minutes. Do you get, guys? So the trade came up here and then went down and took the first and second. So you see now, if someone asks you after seeing you make this money, how did you do it? I mean, nobody gave you signal. You didn't rely on any coach. You didn't rely on anybody. You just paid for his service, and that service helped you to pick entries from the market, from the comfort of your home. You took it and you make that money. I mean, how cool is that? Now you are independent. Nobody, you don't have to rely on someone to give you signals or so. And that is what good thing about Manara. Now, remember, all of these points I've just explained to you is to explain the chart area for you. So you could do it with any currency of your choice, any pair of your choice. You could go for Euro USD, Okay, this is Euro USD, for example. Remember, always look out for, we have several exchanges here. Okay, we have several exchanges here. Look at them. These are the exchanges, right? We have different ones, but you're looking for which one? Rwanda now. This is Euro USD. This is the Rwanda. Look at the Rwanda here. You see? Rwanda. So I'm taking Rwanda. Choose Rwanda. I want to give you just one more example, okay? Now, I wish I'll see an example whereby you don't have a setup at all. I mean, if you don't have a setup, what do? You leave it. You leave it. So now you have Euro USD using the same 15 minutes. Okay. Now what do? Remember, you've entered Euro USD, right? You choose 15 minutes, or let's choose something different now this time around. Let's choose 1 hour. Let's see 1 hour. I chose 1 hour. Then what do you do next after that? Remember the first thing, done the second thing, time. So here we go. You check. Is there a setup? Yes. Guys, there is setup for this as well for 1 hour. And what is the setup? He's saying that we should sell. It's a bad setup. Saying that I should sell, which is pointing down. The arrow is pointing down. Red pointing down. And it's also saying the trend is strong. So it means this is a strong sell. I mean, this is really going to go down if you be buying this out, selling the setup, right? Okay, now down there you have 3-line strike. 3-line strike is saying is strong. I mean, it's buying. Remember, I told you not to focus on that. You focus on the pattern that you set, which is bat, butterfly, double bottom, double top, gatly, and head and shoulder. I hope you remember this, okay? Now, what do you do? Remember the strategy. What do? You click on show. And what did the show say? It said point of reversal zone is blah, blah, blah. Look at the figure there. You enter them. The first target, the second target, the stop loss, and also the risk to reward ratio is also 334 to 1. It's a good one. Awesome, right? What do? You click on that 3 lines, 3 dots, so that thing will disappear so you can see the actual zone for the trade. And what do, guys? Okay, you come there, and you wait. So right now, this trade has not gotten to the entry yet, so we expect it to move. So meaning this one is still valid, so to speak. So we expect this, what you see here, has gotten here, like it has to come to this side, around this area, from this block area to this area. When it comes to this area, from there you expect it to start coming down, target 1, target 2, and then you make your money, right? That is that. So this is still should I say, still awaiting. It's not there yet, right? So what if we go back? Let's convert it to, let's check 15 minutes for the same setup. Now we're on 15 minutes. Change the time to 15 minutes. We want to see if there's any setup. Maybe that one is closed. You see, 15 minutes is all confirming the same thing. As a matter of fact, 15 minutes is telling you that double top is saying the same thing that you should sell. Then two black dapping is just a pattern to confirm the sell, but you don't focus on that. You only focus on the settings that you choose. So really, if you choose a double top, it's going to give you the entry, and it's saying just you enter, take profit, only profit one, and then the stop loss is there. If you choose BAT again, you have almost the same thing, you see, but just a bit different because you have two targets. So what do you see? So what do you click again? You click those three lines and you see what is reset. So right now we are waiting for these markets to come to this entry area and start falling down. I hope you understand what the chart is. Now ask me a question when we go to the Q&A segment, okay? So let's go to the next one, monitor. Now, when you get to this monitor, what is the first thing you want to do? First of all, what is a monitor? Now, unlike the chart system, you have to input the pair you want, the time frame, and all those stuff. And then you search, you control, you give a command to Manara to search a setup for you, right? But for the monitor, looking at the main monitor, it means Manara on its own will start monitoring the market for you. And anytime it sees a setup that befits the settings you already put in it, what happens? Manara will pick them for you and outline them for you, and you choose anyone you like based on your taste and your time of trading. And I will explain what time of trading means, or taste actually means. Now, how do you know your taste or time of trading? You do this based on by setting it up. You set that command in the area of your setup, right? So what do you mean? When we talk about taste, it means what kind of pairs you like to trade. What kind of pairs would you like to trade? Do you like to trade gold? Are you a Euro USD specialist, or you like to trade Japanese yen? You know, depending on the kind of instrument you like to trade, that's what we mean by taste. So now, how do you choose? You go to security area. Can you see security, guys? Please, if you're with me, let me know. Are you with me? Just give me a verbal answer. I mean, say it.
Yes,
Let me
yes,
just.
we are with you, sir.
All right, good. So you come to the security area, you click on it, you choose the pair that you want. You have see another thing I like about Manara, it gives you freedom. I mean, it lets you feel like the boss. You choose what you want. So you don't just take what is given to you, right? So let's say, first of all, based on advice of those of us that are already trading or say professional trader, but we are still students too, we're still learning, but we're already pro, can give setups on this. Yeah. So we always say major currencies are very beautiful to take. Okay. You choose all the major currencies. So when you get here, the major currencies, which is the odd card, Euro chef, Euro JPY, GBP, all these ones you see are major. So when you come here, these are your settings. What do you do, guys? Just come here. It's already on default. It's switched on. Oh, sorry. It's switched on default. So you leave it as it is. Sorry, guys. I mistakenly switched it off. Let me put it on. Okay, it's on now, right? Sorry. Okay. Okay. So you leave that on untouched. Don't touch it. So you come to the minor and exotic. Now here you have to choose. So here you may have to screenshot. Do a screen grab and see what we are choosing and choose the same on your own, okay? So you choose odd chef, odd JPY, okay? You choose, don't choose this odd SGD, no. You don't choose that. Choose chef JPY, choose Euro odd, and Euro AUD, okay? So you choose which one it is, GBP card, you choose GBP NZD, you choose NZD chef, NZD JPY, choose 40K. Okay, none here again. So you come to the other side. Which one? You choose card chef, card JPY, orders in the, you choose Euro card, you choose Euro NZD, you choose GBP odd, you choose NZD card. Okay, that will be all. So those are the ones you choose. So I don't know how you do it. Maybe you do a video, a screenshot. Of course, when you see this video again, you have more opportunity to see what I've chosen and the one not to choose. Remember, very important. Like there's once this person is new, so he didn't know actually. He didn't know. I mean, because he just went, he chose all the currencies. So he traded the currency that is not really that we don't even know anything about such country. We don't trade. So luckily he made wins on them, but they are so risky. So to avoid that, we always tell people just watch the video, follow the training, make some jottings, do some screenshots, and duplicate whatever it is you see on your own, okay? On your own settings. Bonds, no, we don't trade bonds. Switch it off. I mean, enough currency situation. Let's just leave bond out of it. Indices, well, it's not necessary. If you're a newbie, I would say just switch it off, okay? If you're a newbie, switch it off. Don't worry about it. I mean, because except you're using a very large account, yeah. Now, commodity, the only thing we trade on this commodity, no, the commodity, no. Switch it off as well. Switch it off. Sorry, switch it on again. Switch it off. You don't want to be trading corn versus USD. I mean, soya bean versus USD. So metal, yes, but the only thing we trade on metal is gold, which is XAU USD, as you can see. Just look for XAU USD right here. If you like, but as a new person, just to trade only XAU USD, I would have said even silver XAG USD, but as a new person, you don't need to bother yourself. I mean, there's enough trades to do. So now you see, you've chosen the pair you want. So that's your taste now. So this, which I've just done, is what you need to do also. So when you do, what do you do again after that? You click on security so it will save. So get it right. So which means anything you choose, anywhere you go, any segment, like I went to the security area, choosing all the securities, all the ones I want to trade, all the instruments. So to save it, I tap on the same security and it will have it all saved. Okay. The next thing you want to go to is the settings. So what do you need? Why do you need settings? Now you've chosen the taste. You want to choose the time. Okay, the time frame or how you want the pattern to be and all that. Okay? So guys, depending on what you want to do or monitor, if you want trade ideas that has not been done yet, that are still waiting or that are still a bit far away, okay, you choose incomplete. Look at it, incomplete patterns, which means a pattern like the USD you saw the last time. You notice that's not gotten to the entry point, still have a long way to go. As such, yes, people like to take that if they want to take their trades, if they want to, maybe they need to have enough time to calculate their risks size, to calculate their profits they want and all that. They now impute it on it as a pending order, as a pending order. You get incomplete. You go for incomplete. So it will show you only setups that have not gotten to their entry. But if you want something quick, something that you want only that is already there, and you want to quickly take it as it is, you go to complete. Complete. It means a pattern that is already at the entry or around the entry or already taken off. Okay. So then I will tell you in cases where you need or which one you take based on the case. Okay. So now the last one is mature. What have I done? Mature. So if you want a scripture whereby it has not gotten there, but it's almost there, maybe about 2-3 candles away, you choose mature. Okay. That's if I'm talking about monitor. Now, if you want to take your own trade from monitor, you don't want to take it from charts, which is the first one we talked about, right? So you want to take it from monitor, you come to this and you choose which one you want. Now, if you choose all, it will bring both incomplete, complete, and mature. But it's not always advisable. Just choose any one of them. Mostly, now I said I recommend. So if you are doing the 15 minutes trade, it's better you take complete. It's faster. You enter it, start counting. As long as you see some profit, you close. Also mature. You can do mature too if you are doing 15 minutes trade. 1 hour, 4 hour, whatever time frame you can use mature. Okay? Yeah, I use mature. But just that is good for scalping, which is a fast trade. When you quickly want to go in and you want the trades to be activated almost immediately. Okay, so put it on complete. If it's 15 minutes, incomplete. If you want a trade that has not gotten there, remember. So let's leave it at complete for training sake. Okay. Now we come to the time frame. Now the time frame is very essential. Now the truth is this: according to top professionals, I mean very profitable traders, people who are already guru in the industry, they always recommend. One thing about forex trading, The longer the time frame, the less riskier the trade. The less riskier the trade. I want you to write that down somewhere. Make sure you don't forget. The longer the time frame, the less riskier the trade. Okay, which means the more chances of making profits on such trade. Okay, now that doesn't mean the short ones are not going to give you wins. As a matter of fact, they give you a lot of wins as well. Just that the longer one has more wins than the shorter one. So what do you mean by short or long? We have 5 minutes type of trade. Okay, we have the 15 minutes, the 30 minutes, the 1 hour, and the rest of that. So the one I recommend you choose here is choose the 15 minutes, 15 minutes, sorry, 15 minutes. Tick off the 30 minutes. You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. So just choose the 15, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. Okay, guys, remember the choices I made just now. 15, M15, sorry, M15, M1, H1, H4, and D. Those are the ones you choose. Now, asset class. You can choose Forex, metal. Those are okay. You see? Now you've done your settings. The last but not the least. Oh, no, that's not the last, sorry. So remember the pattern, right? Remember what we chose the last time. Choose the bat, the butterfly, tick off the double top. I chose the butterfly, the double top, the double bottom. Where's the double bottom? Then the head and shoulder. I think I chose the Gatling. Where's the Gatling? But you can leave the Gatling here. Just choose this one. Okay. Now, as soon as you choose them, these are your preferences, guys. Okay. Remember what you choose here, the pattern type, bullish or bearish or none. No, you tick off or none. So you leave it as it is at default. Think it's at default. It's on default like this. Okay. So as soon as you're done, what do? You click on settings so it will save everything. Now everything is saved. So you have given instruction to Manara. Hey Manara, how are you doing? Manara will tell you, boss, I'm here for you 24/7. And what do you tell Manara now? Manara, I want you to go to the market and monitor the market. Whenever you see setups with all these parameters and the preferences I'm just giving to you, pick them for me, line them up, and let me choose the one that I want. Okay. So what would Manara do? Now do what you're seeing down here. As you can see, all the things you've given to Manara has gotten set up for you based on the instructions. Now you notice something, you have more of 15 minutes trade than you have in 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. You know what? Of course, you know it's an obvious reason. You have more 15 minutes in like 15 minutes in 1 hour. By the time you're talking about 1 hour, you must have gone 15 minutes time frame 4 times before you get to 1 hour time frame. And you must have gone 8, 15 minutes. What am I saying? 16, 15 minutes. That's 16 type of trade for 16 trades for 15 minutes. You would have gotten before you get to H4, which is 4 hour trade. And daily, you know how much that is. Just multiply 4 by 24. You get what I'm saying? So that is why you have all more 15. Okay, so what do you know? What do you do when you get to a place like this? You are doing complete, right? So complete means it has gotten there already. Now let's check Euro JPY. Let's check Euro JPY. The Euro JPY called for a sell, right? Look at the entries. And what did you do? So on Friday, oh my God, sorry. Sorry guys, my hands. Okay, yeah, there. All right, on Friday, so look at the Euro JPY. It has gone into the entry and is on its way down as predicted. So if you enter this trade, probably in profit right now already. I took this trade last Friday. Let's check NZD-JPY. Now remember, there's nothing like 100% in any trade. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, right? But at least when you have the higher ratio of winning, that's a good one. If you look at this one, okay, something just happened now. So here now, you see, it actually came to the entry and went to hit the stop loss. So if you enter this trade, you will have lost the trade at first. But the good thing about Manara is it doesn't give you big stop loss. The stop loss is always very minimal. So even if you lose this trade, using the right switch range, you won't be losing much money. But you know what happened? Afterwards, it started going that way and gave the profit for what? Profit too. In fact, went beyond what Manara predicted. So the only issue here is the stop loss could have been a bit maybe wider than it was when it was taken. Okay? Let's look at the USD CHF. It was called as well for a buy, right? So right now, also the same thing that happened with the first one. You need to stop loss before going to the target, right? You need to stop loss before going to target. So this is one of the things about 15 minutes. 15 minutes is good to take the trade, okay? Take the trade, and when you see good profit, you take it. You don't need to sometimes wait for your take profit. But with 15 minutes, you can have several trades in a day and make several profits in a day. So that's how to use monitor, okay? Now, let's go to the next one, which is the notification. Let's go to the next one, notification. Now, notification is simply automatic, okay? All you need to do is just put some few preferences in there, and then it works for you. So what does that do? So you come to settings, remember our setting, time frame, what do we usually choose? We use remove the M5, you don't want it. Remove the M30, you don't want it. Remove the week, 1 week, you don't want it. Remove the monthly, you don't want it as well. Just leave the 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily. Remember, remove the crab, remove the shark, remove the triangle, remove the triple top, remove the triple bottom, leave the double top and double bottom, remove the gray, remove that this time around, remove deep crab, and remove cipher. Remove alternate back. All right, so when you do all of this, what are you doing now? You're telling Manara, hey, I want all these trades that meet this requirement, okay? Remove cup and handle as well. Cup and handle. Yeah, so remove range. I didn't see that, remove range, okay? So we come to this part, you choose bullish and bearish pattern type. Then harmonic pattern. Remember I told you about reversal and continuous. D means reversal. You choose D. D point is reversal point. C point means continuous. You don't choose that. You don't want that. So when you do this, they have given instruction on what you want to Manara. Okay? To Manara. Now here is watch list. If you want to add some things that are not on that security setup, then you can add like XAUSD, gold. Okay? Can add, but I've already added it. That's why it's not showing, I guess. Push. So it's not showing here. So I've already added it. The gold is here already. So that is that. So as soon as you do this, so what happens next? This is where you give instruction to Manara that, hey, send me setup. Now, unlike when you come here, monitor, you have to come and check it. Chart, you have to come and take it yourself. But here, you are telling Manara, send, whenever you see a good setup, all these setups, send them to my Telegram. Send them personally to me as a personal message, okay? As a personal message, okay? You send them as a personal message. Okay, sorry. So on the watch list, asset class, remove the Forex minus. Only use the Forex major. Okay? Sorry, let me do it again. So click on watch list. So that's it. So now as soon as this comes up, and I will send them to you, to your what's called your Telegram. So how will that happen? You have to click on Telegram, the link, the symbol you have there. I think I've already done it already myself. So when you click, you say send message. It should take you to your Telegram channel. Okay. That's why I wanted someone, a new person, because all of these have been done already. But anyways, so since we have a new person, meaning all of you already assume that you've done your part on this one. All right. So based on all of this is how to use Manara. This is how to use Manara. Now, how do you profit? We're on the next topic now. Profit maximization. As a new person, how do you enjoy the money from Manara? How do you profit from Manara? I mean, yeah, you profit from Manara, but as a new person, how do you make quick profit from Manara? Now, the first thing is there are two types of, I will divide this, I'll classify this under two, let me say, yeah, under two, should I say, yeah, using two strategies. Yes, using two strategies. Okay, and those strategies are based on time frame. Now, the first one is a short time frame. The other one is the long time frame. Time frame are 15 minutes. Yeah, let's say 15 minutes, just the 15.
Can't hear you.
All right. So I was talking about the two areas, two types. Now, where do you use this to? So if you're looking at the short one, so when you come to now, if you have the Telegram channel, which is where Manara sends signals to you, whenever you see a signal that comes to your Telegram and is 1 hour or it's 15 minutes, such trade ideas, you have to enter them, but don't leave them to go and do something else. You have to monitor them. As a matter of fact, I will even advise, okay, I will advise, whenever you're on such trades, sometimes you don't wait, in fact, don't even wait for the TP. Whenever you see something like 20 pips, 30 pips, you close your trade. So how do you know pips? In a simpler form for someone who is new. I mean, you may not know what is 30 pips, 20 pips and all that, right? But quickly, the quickest way to know for a newbie, for now, pending the time you finish the education part of it at the back office, the ECA, you understand all of the pips thing, right? But how you know is in how much you've made. Let's say you are using $100 account, for example, and you enter a trade that's sent to your Telegram, what's it called? The Telegram channel. This is your inbox, your Telegram channel, the Manara FX bot. Okay. When it comes to your Telegram and you enter, let's say whether it's 15 minutes or 1 hour, remember, as soon as you enter the trade, you look at your screen, you focus on it, you stay. So if you're using $100, let's say you're using $100, of course, your lot size will be 0.01. Now, when I get to risk management, I will say more things about this, but let's say you use 0.01. So for a 0.01, how you know you've done 30 pips is you multiply this by 30. Sorry, multiply by 300. You add 0 to that 30 pips, okay? So that means you'll be seeing $3. You get my point. Where is it $3 or 2 point something dollars? You close your trade on that particular entry, particular setup. Remember, on that channel, you may receive about in a day. Sometimes you will be receiving up to like 10, 15, even more than that sometimes trades. So if you make $3 on this one, you make $4 on that one, you make $2 on that one, at the end of the day, you'll be making minimum of 20 to 30% of your money, of your capital, which means you either be having $30, $20. If you have $20, that's a very superb day for you. But it's scalping. You don't wait for the TP when it comes to Manara. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't get the TP, but most times they give you some profit and reverse back and probably hit the stop loss and then later come back to profit. I mean, you don't want to go through all of that. Don't wait. Now, don't be greedy that you want to make all the money at once. I mean, the market is a big market. The market is a recurring market. It keeps coming and keeps happening. So just take some and leave and wait for the next one. You take some and leave. Like I think some of you are already doing that. Buchina, when he sees his result, he takes some profit in blue, closes, and one other person. You know, I mean, so and Jude, I think it's Jude, right? So these guys, they take care and take care. So at the end of the day, you are looking at $40, $50, depending on your size of the account. I mean, if you have $1,000, if Mr. A is having $100 and taking $3, you as a person who is having $1,000, I mean, supposing you are using 0.1. On that setup, you're making $30. So imagine you have like 5 setups a day. If you have $150, that's over 10% of whatever it is you have in your capital. I mean, that's like a 15%. That's what each one. Because if you have 15% times 5, that's almost like 100%. So you take little when it comes to 15 minutes and 1 hour. I mean, for 1 hour, you can take like 30 pips or sometimes 40 pips. When you see your money go to 4 naira, if you're using $4 or if you're using $100, I mean, like that. So calculate, always fix your target based on the percentage of your capital. So if I put in $100, the moment a particular setup can give me at least 4%, 3%, that's a good one. The next setup, because my target for the day is 20, 30%. You get my point? If you are going for the short, and which you have to go for, I mean, not if, you have to go for if you want to make money all around as a newbie. Just know that when you are going down, that is short time frame scalping trade, 15 minutes and 1 hour. Don't wait for your TP. When you see good profits, you take them and wait for another setup. Now, the next type of trade is the what's it called? The daily, the 4 hourly and the daily. Now that is where you make something like 50 pips and above. Which means if you're having $100, you'll be seeing like 5 pips or even $5, $10 on a particular trade. Sometimes even more than that. It gets to as far as 200 pips, which means you can make even 30 naira or $300 on a particular trade if you're using $1,000. Meaning on that one, you can sure get at least minimum of 5% and above on your account size, whatever size you're using. And most times it hits TP. So for those ones, you set at least TP1. Okay? At least TP1. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So where do you see this? Remember, on your notification. Because whatever you say on notification is what comes to your Telegram. So what do I mean by this? So when you see 15 minutes like this, these are 15 minutes trades, all these ones. All these ones. What is wrong with this pen? Okay. All these ones, this one. You take in and out, you don't wait too long. No. But when you see 4 hour, okay, you can actually take you can take 4 hour, okay, for a 50 pips, okay, and above. Hope we understand that part. Now let's go to the last part, the last segment of this training, which is the risk management. Very important. Risk management. Very important, especially to those of you who are having both your NFF account and your real account. I mean, for me, I'll tell you, it's better these days to have 2 types of accounts. If you have an NFF account, you should have a real account. It doesn't matter how small, at least. When I say it doesn't matter, I mean, a very good one is even if it's $100. It could be more, the more the better. At least have something that you withdraw every day. But that one you can withdraw every day while you keep the other one to help your MFF to grow, so you can have more funds to trade. Okay. Now, talking about risk management, let's go to the calculator. Guys, there are two ways. Okay, there are two ways. Or should I say? I would say three ways. There are three types of people when it comes to trading. I would say three types of temperament. Let me use that word. Okay, three types of temperaments. The first type of people with their temperament, we call them the conservative people. Who are conservative people? These are people who they are contented. They are contented with even if it's small profits. So long, because before I go into that, I always say this, and I want you to write it down because I always tell you to write it down. Some of you, I don't know if you do, but this is very important to do. Let me see. Hold on for me. 1 minute. Okay, just write. I will say it. Now, there are three things when it comes to trading. There's a three important thing that you should look out for. First, the first three important things to look out for in trading. Now, the first one of those three, how am I going to finish? I was going to go to the notepad. The first one of those three is what? Number one, protect your capital. That's your first function. The first function, the first most important thing. As a matter of fact, you are not a good trader if you don't know how to protect your account. You get my point, right? Protect your capital. If your capital is $100, your first goal is to make sure this $100 doesn't go down. I mean, that is your job. That is what you want to do. That doesn't mean, even if there's losing in trading, you don't want to end the day losing all your capital, right? So doesn't mean that you will not lose, but you can lose forward. We call it losing forward, not losing backward. Okay, let's play now. Okay, just use this just for fast pace. So you protect your capital. The second thing is, what do you do second? Second one is secure your profits. Secure your profits. Securing your profit is the next thing after that. Securing your profits. What does that mean? So now, when you're in a trade, this is how I do it now. Different people with different type of what, different system or strategy. How they do their trading, right? So for me, is what works for me that I do. So, I don't know what is that. How come I cannot see notes? Okay, I don't want to share my whiteboard. Somebody share the screen. Let me just share the whiteboard. Don't worry. If I've done that, am I still sharing my screen? Yes. Can you see my screen, right?
Oh, we are not seeing it again.
Yeah, but you can see the whiteboard. So the first thing I said, okay, is what? Protect your capital. Don't worry, this is not my actual writing. Right? I think it's finer than this. Protect the capital, right? Number one. Number two. Now, protecting the capital is first, like I explained, make sure that your $100 is very sacred. Make sure that if at all you want to lose anything, don't lose much. And I'll tell you, that's where we go talk about the conservative people, the moderate and the aggressive, right? Now, $100 remains $100. If at all you're not having this one. So I just, guys, I hope you can still hear me, right?
Yes, we can.
Guys, can you hear me? All right,
Yes,
good.
yes, we
Yes,
can
we
hear
are
you.
hearing you.
All right. So protect your capital. The second one is securing your profit. What does that mean? So some of you, when you enter a trade, let's say you have $100 and you enter a trade. Now, let's say you have like three positions. You have like three positions, okay? All right, three positions. Let's say this position is, you already have like $3, $2, $1, right? Guys, very important. What others will tell you, they say, start closing from the smaller one, from the bottom one. Now, do you know why they say that? I'll give you an instance. So let me give you an instance quickly. Okay. Now, let's say I say, guys, let's sell gold from 1960. Okay. Now you now come in, you enter a position at 1960. Let's say you enter your 0.01 at 1960. Then you expect gold to start coming down so you can be in profit from here because you are selling. Then instead of coming down, gold went to 1962. What do? Pick another entry here, 0.01 for 1960. Then gold went to 1964. Some of you already will be looking for a cardiac, what do you call it, a BP drop. Yeah, because, God help me, my money is going. I mean, you enter another one. So making 3 positions, right? Now, the moment you enter this, from here, gold started dropping. You all know that. You all know that it gold start dropping here. If you start dropping here, this 1964 position, which is this one, we have more money than 1962 and 1961, right? Right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Good. Now, according to professionals, they say that if you see the 3 in profits, you should start closing from the bottom, which means close the lowest one first and leave the highest one. They are right. You know why? Because they feel that after this thing is going to reverse. The one higher is still secured before it gets there, it's still in profit. But this other one, you don't want to go red. So you can take another position and come down. He's right. Okay. But for me, most times, my strategy is different. Me, I don't care which one is low. Anyone that is in blue first. The moment I see that the money is tangible, I close. So for me, if this position, let's say this first one, I love this guy. Now, sorry guys. So let's say this first one is already giving me $3. Second one is giving me $2. I'm telling you what I do now, right? And this third one is giving me $1. Are you with me? Now, what I do is I will close this $3 first, the 1964 position. Hello, guys, are you there?
Yes, we are with you, sir.
Now, me, I'll close this first one. Okay, because this money for me is big. $3 is big. I want it to add to my equity to make my money 103. In case this trade reverses again, and if it reverses again, maybe it's already at 1960 or 1959, which means all of them are in profit. I'll close this one. If possible, I'll close this 2 also. Me, I'll close this one, and I'll leave this one. This last one, I'll leave it. So, but what I'll do, as soon as I do that, I will move my stop loss to like
Hi,
1962.
Hi, Coach.
Hello.
Please, can you
Yes.
explain this slide again, like from the 1964, 1962? Sorry.
Okay.
Thank
What
you.
I was saying is this. I said that when you enter a trade, let's say I say sell gold from 1960, and you see the price start going up instead of coming down, you expect it to come down from 1960. That went to 1962, 1964. Okay. Now, which means it's going higher. Remember, the higher it is, okay, the better chances if you enter from that high position for you when it comes to sell. So if you enter now, one at 1960, another one at 1962, another one at 1964, and then go start falling from 1964. You know that as it's coming down like this, the one of 1964 will be giving you more profit than the one of 1962. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. While the same goes for 1962 will be higher than the 1960 because the higher they were or the higher they are, the more money you make. So I'm not saying that when you have the 3 in profit, for me, it's always good to close the big one first, then close the other one and leave this one, the last one, which is the one of 90, the one you entered at 1960, which is giving you $1 yet. So at least by doing that, you would have secured $5 added to your equity as 100. So your 100 is now 105. So this is what they call secure your profit for me. They said a bird in hand is better than a 10,000 in the bush. So you don't think about, oh, what if I leave this two positions now. What if this one now don't go up again for you to re-enter? Maybe it's not start going down. Now only have one position. Then don't worry, you have secured $5 from this setup already. That's 5% of your money. You don't need to worry. So just leave this one to run. So this one gets the TP for you. Congratulations, you take it and you go. But most times, you know what happens? Why I like to take it like this is because most times gold don't just always go to TP like that. After taking these two, you see it going up again. Then I enter again. That's why you see sometimes I will enter again at 964, 962. Why this one is in red? Because it has gone up again, right? Against it. So I will enter a new position, 962. Maybe it goes again 964, 965, I will enter again. If it comes down, I close the 1964, 965, it adds to my equity again. Because the more equity you add to your capital, the more it prevents the trade from eating to your real capital. So if you're going to be using this last one that you have not closed, it may not touch your capital. It only touch some of your profits. The capital is still safe. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, good.
Yes.
So that being said, so remember I was talking about three type of people. Okay. Now the first set of people is the conservative. These ones, they don't care. What they want is let my capital be safe and let me make some money. So they have percentage in mind. If I make 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, I'm okay. They won't even look at the remaining. They just wait. So they are so careful. They take just little profits and secure their and protect their capital. It's okay. It's okay for them. Then we have the moderate. Moderate people are people who like in between. They secure their capital, yet they take their profits. I mean, they don't just close all their profits. So they are like the one I explained just now. They leave some, even if it's one, to run to the TP. So they take more profits with that one and add to the one they secured. Okay, the aggressive one are the ones that, number one, they don't take 1%. You know, I said the conservative one are the one that use maybe 1% of their account to trade. So it means if they are doing their, if they have $100, okay, if you're using $100, you can't use 1% because the lowest is 0.01 is more than 1%. Let's say they are using $300 account, okay? These ones, they'll be using 1% of the account. That's the conservative. The moderate, they'll be using like 2% of their, to 3%. These ones are moderate. The aggressive, they use like minimum of 5%. Some even use 10% of their account. So which means if they have $300, they will in their mind already budget that I want to risk $30 from this my $300. Do you get my point, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Those ones are aggressive. Now, aggressive people, they make more money. Also, they lose more, but just like they make more money, especially if they are with a setup or someone who is good with the signal, or if the signals are always good, they make more money. Now, I'm not saying it's bad to be aggressive. You can be aggressive, but there are rules to it to make you still be on the safe side. And what is the rule of aggressive? I want to focus on aggressive now. So let's say you are using 30% of the account. It's okay. What does that mean? Let me give an instance. Do you know that if you are using $100 account, and you now decide that I want to use 10% of my account, which means you're like, I want to risk $10 from this. You know, now with that kind of position, let's say there's a trade idea that's given to you. Okay, now that trade idea, like the one I always give to you guys, let's say I give a trade idea. Let me just use an example. Its stop loss is 20 pips. Okay, and the profit is 40 pips. So which means if you lose, that means if you're using 10%, for example, let me just do that. If you're using 10%, you'll be using 0.02, which means right, 0.01. No. Okay, let me say you're using 0.1. Don't worry, let me use 0.1. You know, you're supposed to use 0.01 on $100, but you're now risking 0.1, that which is huge. Do you get? So that means if you win the trade, you'll be having $40. Can you imagine? You are making 40% in one setup. How people would do that? It's okay, but there's a root to it. Now, but if you are conservative, you use 0.01, which means you make $4. Now, but when you lose, maybe you'll be losing $20 of your. But when you win, you make $40. Now, the rule of this is also that when you are taking this kind of trade, so instead of you to use, guys, instead of you to use 0.1, 0.01, you now try to use 0.1. Make sure that So let's say you use 0.1. Make sure that as soon as this trade enters any profit at all, what do? You close some out of this 0.1 because this is not your supposed size. You're supposed to use. You're supposed to be using lesser than this. So for you to use this bigger one, you are at risk. So you want to quickly take some money. You are using it so to quickly make some money, even with a few move of the market. So if this thing goes up a bit, as soon as you see $10, what do? You go to your MT4, the way I taught you the other day, which I'm going to show you maybe a bit again. You go to MT4, you close like maybe 0. Let's say you close like 0.05, which is half of the $10. So which means $5 will be added to your $100, and your lot size will be reduced to 0.05, which is lesser risk now. Do you get my point? You see it go down again further. You can take 0.02 out of it. See now. So with this now, you are using 0.1, but you are using it to capture more profits. But don't stay long on it because it's not your supposed size. If you stay long on it, if it reverses on you, it takes your money fast. I hope you understand that because I'm going to be fast now. Very soon we'll
Yes,
be
sir.
ending this in the next
Understand
5
very well.
minutes. So that's how to do the aggressive type. Now, I think I should switch to Q&A. Q&A because we have 5 minutes. Let's do Q&A. Q&A. We'll continue this class another time. I mean, these are the major ones. At least we've talked about Manara setup. We've talked about the profitability, how to profit from Manara. And this is the risk management side. So if you have a question, please ask me now. Because in the next 5 to 4 minutes, we'll be closing this class. The questions. All right. So if you don't have any question right now, you can always ask me later, okay, after watching this video. Okay. So let me close by showing you. I don't know. I'll show you. Let me see. I think I have a dead one. Let's see. Let me use this one. No, the market is not open. We use unfortunately. All right. Can anybody? The market is not open. Don't worry. You know what? Tomorrow, guys, I think I should dedicate like 20 or 30 minutes tomorrow. Same time tomorrow, guys. Don't forget for that. I'll show you the practical on how to take some profit, leave some profit, move your stop loss and all the stuff again. And this time around to be recorded so you can always watch it over and over again. I think with that, we'll be ending this class tonight. Any question you have, you can send it to the group or send it to me personal, and I'll reply you also. Now,
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you very
I
much.
want you to, guys, for those of you on the broadcast group, I want you to take it serious. When I ask you questions, when I send you signal, you answer me, so I will know where you are, whether you are in or not, or to monitor or guide you. When you don't respond, sometimes I just leave it and do my thing, and move. I don't want to leave it behind. Okay?
Coach, that
Also,
time that you usually send a message, most of us are under pressure to make sure that we get the right distance. So sometimes you are able to send the parameters and still yet she's sending another one again. So we are trying to meet up. That's why you see sometimes we don't
Okay.
reply.